Welcome to another episode of Dad Showed Me. Your dad might not have shown you, but consider me your DIY dad. And I'm making my most requested video, how to change a light fitting. Lots of details today, so let's get straight to it. Today I'll be using the wire stripper, some electrical connectors. I'll go into these connectors in more details a bit later on. And depending on what type of ceiling you have, you may need some plasterboard fixings. I'm changing the short type of light fitting, but you might have the long pendant type. First thing to do is turn off the power, and we can get stuck in. So I'm removing the fitting from the ceiling and I'm exposing all of the cables. So this is what inside of my one looks like. Yours might have some more cables. Yours might look like this one. There are cables inside of that middle connection, the loop. Let's have a close-up look at that back plate. You can see the live, the loop and the neutral. Now it's time to start to remove some of the cables. I'm going to remove the live and the neutral, as you can see circled here. We can see a bit closer what we're working with once we remove those cables. And there we are. There's the old light fitting that we don't need anymore. Top tip, take a picture of your wiring just in case you need to go back if something doesn't go according to plan. Now I'm removing the final 3 cables from the connection, the earth, the live and the neutral. And we need to remove the 2 screws which are holding the plate into the ceiling. This part is relatively straightforward. You shouldn't have any real problems. And you should be left with something that looks a bit like this. Then we're going to get one of our cable connectors and we're going to connect it to each one of the cables one by one. I'm using 3 individual 2-port connectors. You might need bigger connectors. I've got no connections in my loop, but if you do, get yourself a 3-way connector and join those cables together. My light fitting comes with this metal plate, so we need to screw the metal plate to the ceiling, 1 screw on one side and 1 on the other. If you need to make new holes in your ceiling, you might need these plasterboard plugs like I'm showing here. Now that the plate is nice and sturdy, it's time to make the connection with my replacement fitting. This actual fitting just has a live and a neutral. Some will have a live, neutral and an earth. I'm just twisting the cables together and I'm going to bend them over so they make a great connection. So 1 cable in the live port and 1 cable in the neutral port and nothing else in the earth, as our fitting does not need an earth. The cable on our light fitting is extremely long, but I am going to bound it up and hide it away because there's lots of room up there. The cover is secured with these 2 retaining screws, 1 on either side. We're almost there, guys. I'm going to adjust the cable slightly and put in a new bulb. If you want to get your hands on the stuff I used today, look below and click on the link. I hope by now you've hit the like and the save button. Thanks for watching and follow for more.